never perfect.
Man.
Always fun.
We're going drinking! Yeah!
Deanna and Justin in the moment.
I feel so old.
Why?
I got a text from my neighbor who I've gotten friendly with.
In the apartment complex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going out to dinner tonight. And
Okay.
then she sends me a screenshot of some kind of event happening where they're doing like swing dancing tonight.
At
Other place, not the
Okay.
place we're eating.
Does it say swing dancing? Just make sure
Yeah.
there's no ERS on the end of swing.
No, it says specifically
Because-
swing dancing.
Multiple times, you and Jacob, and you can attest to this, have been approached by swingers.
Yes, that's correct.
See, I'm
yeah.
looking out for you.
I appreciate it, the hyper awareness, because sometimes, they kind of slip it in there and you don't realize.
That's the point of swinging. They just sneak it in.
She sends me a screenshot of this place that's having swing dancing tonight. And she goes, thoughts, do you want to go after dinner? And I said, I have herniated 3 lumbar discs. Swing dancing is no longer an activity that I can do.
See, my decision to go swing dancing would be based on the menu of the place before. What is the menu like of the place before?
Yeah, am I going to swing my dinner right on out?
Am I going to poop myself when I get dipped?
So I'm like, sorry, like line dancing is way more my speed nowadays. Like this is just how I operate regularly. And she goes, me too. My lumbar spine is like screwed. I've herniated, whatever. And I'm like, you and I are different then. Like we are different people. Like I wake up in the morning and I get out of bed and I walk around for the first 10 minutes like I'm literally pooping as I walk because my back is so stiff from laying down.
Like you're horse riding.
Yeah, we're not the same. And that's just where I am in this life, that I have to turn down swing dancing invitation.
But I feel like you could probably, it's not going to be intense. Like you're not doing full on choreography.
No, there's a lesson at 7:00.
That's slow though. That's almost like yoga.
No, swing dancing?
But like the lesson's going to be slow.
Well, yeah, the lesson will, but then they're going to be like, all right, let's go for it. And I'll be like, let me sit this one out.
You know that like weird time in the 90s when like swing dance came back for 6 months and then they made a movie about it and then it went away? What a like weird time we lived in. But
yeah, I mean, I'll go for the music. If you're going to play a little Cherry Poppin' Daddy, like I'll just sit there and hang.
Hey, just to let you know, I just got the name of that band like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, didn't put that together.
Yeah, it's
Bangers.
funny how we just say it out loud like it doesn't mean anything.
No, just like 8 years old. I'm like, can we listen to the Cherry Poppin' Daddies? And then my parents were like, sure. We're also into swing for 6 months. But the swing movement did give us Jon Favreau directing movies and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
That's my favorite type of movie. Nothing happened. Just nothing happened in Swingers. That was it.
Yeah.
Also not about swingers.
That was the plot.
Swing dancers. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no swinging. They were dancing.
I love Jon Favreau. For me, he is like, I don't know. He is just like the ultimate man for me.
It's weird how he was like goofy and then now he directs Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, what I like about him is like he comes off as like his character in Couples Retreat, where he's just like an aggressively like kind of offensive, living in his football high school years kind of dude.
Yeah.
Like I like that on the surface, but he's not. He's like actually really smart and very kind, and that's why I love him.
Are you attracted to men who are teetering on divorce? Because that's the character you just described.
I'm attracted. I think I'm attracted to men who come off as jerks, but are not really.
Well, you should go to the swingers then, because I'm sure there'll be a ton of those there ready to take you home.
Oh, God. It just makes me tired thinking about it.
I was on 76 last week, and for like the fourth time, I've seen somebody pass multiple cars on the shoulder of the road, and every time it's been a Nissan Altima, and I'm now convinced that they're the most aggressive drivers. I think Nissan Altima won. Tesla, they're getting up there too. They have a complex. And I don't know what 3 would be. Maybe like
it's always BMW.
See, I was gonna say BMW too.
Always.
But it's got to be like tinted, small, and a lot of horsepower.
Right. Yeah.
You got to be zipping around.
Usually, no regard for anyone else. I used to drive a Nissan Altima, and I can confirm that we defy the rules of the road.
Much like how when I go through the roundabout by my house, I root for someone to pull out in front of me so I can yell at them because it gives me such a good release. The guy that was swerving in and out of the cars the other day and then passing on the shoulder hit a dirt pile and almost lost it all. And I was slightly disappointed. Like, I was like, not die, but just blow a tire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh.
You know what I'm not wishing death. I just want to make that clear. What I'm saying is smash your fender. That's it.
Yeah, you deserve that at the very least. But speaking of like hitting dirt, I just found out like 20 minutes ago that when my sisters were in high school, they were riding to school with somebody, with a friend who ended up hitting someone's trash can.
Okay.
That was apparently full of mulch. Like they had just done a bunch of like yard work, and they just like watched mulch explode all over this person's yard.
And then they left.
Yeah.
I had a kid coming home from wrestling practice one time, and we just went around and hit trash cans. That was weird. Just remember that.
I never did anything of the sort.
We were on this road. Maybe I've buried this memory because it only comes up once in a while. And my buddy hit a turn, he sped, he jumped the curb with me in the passenger seat. And we were 1 inch from taking down a telephone pole, which would have ended it all for us. But I just like don't remember it often. And now I just did. I mean, it was close. Like I was like, yeah, that was it, brother. We're 17. We're done. That's it. Maybe we'll be legends. We'll forever be remembered for being in high school. What I don't want to happen.
I forgot to point out that I am so stoked that this is my first podcast episode with my new setup because I am no longer seated Indian style on, is that politically correct? Can you even say that anymore? Crisscross applesauce.
Yes.
I'm no longer sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor.
Cross-legged would be the...
Yes. Cross-legged.
Yes.
I'm saying it like a 5-year-old because I don't know else how to
crisscross. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
With a pillow under my butt because I'm on a hard floor. I'm no longer having to do that. The struggle is over. Jacob bought a standing desk off of Facebook Marketplace.
Wow, you guys are really in your 40s.
I know.
The only people who have standing desks went to high school in the early 2000s.
This thing is incredible. It's electric. It's plugged in. And look, I'm going to press a button.
Let's go up and down.
And it's going to go.
You're on an elevator.
Wait. And it's going to go back up.
You're like a week away from getting the little treadmill. Because
Yeah.
you're wearing a Patagonia shirt, so you're
Like
really leaning into the standing desk.
Oh,
thing,
I thrifted this. Well, actually, my friend thrifted it and then gave it to me.
which is good. You should buy that secondary because they're way too expensive.
Wait, can I tell you that I went thrifting with her for the first time in I think forever. The only time I had ever actually shopped at a thrift store was for Halloween paraphernalia, like bits and pieces of costumes. We went thrifting. We what's the word I'm looking for? Why am I blanking? I was looking for scavenger hunt. It was like a scavenger hunt through, maybe that's the word, through the Goodwill bins. Just like dig.
Oh, I see this on TikTok.
Yeah, this is a thing. So
Did
she
you wear
took
gloves?
me. No, but I did wash my hands when we left.
Okay, good.
Yeah. so we were like digging through the Goodwill bins, and I actually found some pretty good pieces. Like now I understand why people do this. I spent $43 total and I got a whole new wardrobe.
Don't you pay per pound?
Yes.
Okay.
Incredible.
See, like I just want to go to get hats. That's the only thing I would go for because I'm not finding my size in the bins. But the hats, they gotta go to hats. I think
I don't know, man. They had everything. They had a lot of stuff.
a lot of crap though, right?
There was a lot of crap. That's why you have to dig through it.
I'd be like,
Rummage. That's the word I
Rummage.
wanted. Rummage through it. Yeah.
Speaking of Patagonia, you know, like they sell it at REI, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't sure what a co-op was. I thought people brought stuff in there to haggle and trade. That was not what happens at a co-op store,
Oh,
right?
what happens?
It's just like a bunch of. I'm gonna read their statement. All right, co-op. Well, I don't want to do this. I think it did just. What does it mean? It's owned by its members who each hold a single voting share. Members are entitled to patronage dividends. So I thought a co-op was people just brought their hiking gear in and they traded it for other stuff. I was very wrong. I was like, why are people just not bringing back their old pants to trade in? That's not how the co-op works. So much like how I just found out there's multiple cat breeds, I also found out what co-op meant. So
Oh, yeah. You know what? Isn't it so funny? We know dog breeds, but I don't know cat breeds.
again,
And
just
I'm a
cat.
cat owner.
Just cat.
I'm like domestic short-haired.
I know Maine Coon because that one looks like it should
That's
live
true.
outside, right?
I
Like
know
looks
that
like
one.
lynx. That's it. That's the only one I know.
But isn't
And then cat.
tuxedo a breed?
Huh?
Tuxedos are breeds, right? Because I have a tuxedo.
I don't know if that's a breed. Like there's no dog that's like, I don't know, spots. Like the dog's like a Dalmatian is not spots,
Okay.
right? That's my logic.
Now,
Here.
we need to figure this out because, okay, so there's Australian Mist.
That sounds like a freaking cocktail. Oh, I know Siamese. I knew
Oh,
that.
that's right. My sister has Siamese, so I know those. We've got Norwegian Forest.
Are these candles or cats?
These are this is terrible. How could I have been a cat owner for so long and not know?
See, that's why every time I say I just assumed it was just cat. Cat people don't get mad at me because I feel like they're living in the same reality I was, where it's just cat.
Okay, wait a second. So
All right, number one is Ragdoll. I don't know what that is. That's a Frankie Valli song.
I know Sphinx. I know someone with a Sphinx. I know Persian. Because I know someone with a Persian. But everything else, aside from domestic short-haired, news to me.
All right, here we go. Here's top 10. Did you get the top 10? I have.
No, I'm looking at all of them.
All right, 10 is Sphinx. 9 is Scottish Fold.
Okay.
8 is domestic non-pedigreed cat, which is cat.
Scottish Fold kind of looks like a frog.
Number 7 is Abyssinian, which is a pro wrestling name.
Wait a minute. I can't find Basidian on my list.
Abyssinian. Like abyss and then Indian.
Oh, is that on my list? No, that's not.
Okay.
That's not here.
Number 6 is British short hair, which is every guy in England. Number 5, Persian, which I know. Number 4, exotic short hair. That's when a hot girl cuts hers. Number 3 is Devon Rex, which is another pro wrestling name. Number 2, Maine Coon. Number 1, Ragdoll, which is a Frankie Valli Four Seasons song. So there we go.
Were
they singing about cats?
Can I just please show you like what I'm looking at? Because to me, this does not, none of these cats look any different like than each other.
Bengal cat. I know what a Bengal cat is. That's about it.
Why won't it?
Turkish van. That's a cat.
Do you
American
see this?
Girl. There's one called a Munchkin.
Do you see this right now? Well,
Yeah.
all these cats look the same.
The ragdoll one there is what my buddy just got.
Like, how would you know the difference between a Russian blue and an Australian mist?
See, this is what I'm saying. People who have cats, when I said I thought there was just a breed called cat, they don't get mad because they know. They don't even know the breeds. But cat people know dog breeds. Dogs are more popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I don't understand why it's like such an enigma. Like, I have known dog breeds my whole life, but I have not known cat breeds.
All right, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If I flew and on the plane, it was 1 seat, aisle, 2 seats, okay? The
One
plane,
seat,
aisle, 2
aisle.
seats. Very small. I hit my head the entire time I was in the plane. And I'm not tall. I'm tallish. I'm 6 foot on my license. All right. If you're listening and you want to know. So I get this single seat. There's no first class. Like, this plane's old and it's like a quick flight. So I'm in the single seat and I'm stuffed in there. Self-described stuffed into this seat. There's a woman in the double seats next to me. No one next to her. She's on the aisle. And she leans over and she goes, "Do you want to switch? You look stuffed in there." Now, I think most people would take that as an insult. And I went, I am always stuffed in things. Oh, not like that. No Diddy. But I am always stuffed in planes. But I think maybe she read me like I would be okay with the word stuffed in there. I think if she said it to anybody else, they'd be upset, right?
Yeah.
Like, if someone looked at you and they're like,
"Oh my God, I'd be mortified. Why would you say that to me?"
And then what's funny, that's the flight home. On the flight there, my Uber driver picked me up. And I was like, yeah, that plane was the smallest plane I've ever been on. And I'm like, I was just, stuck in the chair. He's like, "Damn, bro, they muffin topped you. Didn't get insulted." So I think my insult threshold is pretty low.
They muffin topped you.
It took, I didn't process that for like a minute later. And I also said, like, people would be insulted by that. Not me, though, because that's funny to me.
Oh my gosh.
Muffin topped. And she's like, "You're stuffed in there." And I'm like, I'm always stuffed in somewhere. And then I wound up switching seats. But the plane was so small, they had to move people from the front to the back to distribute the weight. There's no Wi-Fi. It was 20 years old. It was awful. One bathroom, one flight attendant. Never been on that flight before. Never been on a flight like that before.
You know what's funny is, like, I'm actually coming home next weekend, and my flight back to Nashville from Philly is one of the much smaller planes where there's like 23 rows and there's only 2 seats on each side. And it just feels like it's going to be the worst flight ever already.
After doing those 2 flights, I think now that I believe in the money comes back to you thing, and I'm just only going to buy first class. Like, I don't care.
I get it.
Comfort, I always want to be comfortable.
Yeah, I actually might upgrade now that you said that.
I just don't care. You just wait a little bit.
If I can, because it's a tiny ass plane. I don't know if they have anything better.
If you wait, it'll say you can upgrade for this. That's like when we went on those trips to Sandals for free. I always upgraded myself.
Yeah.
For $100, I'm in.
Absolutely.
One time I upgraded myself for $42 and I drank 4 whiskeys on a 42-minute flight. I walked off that plane and smelled like a sewer. I know that because when I got in my buddy's car, his wife goes, "You smell like a sewer." I had 4 Woodford Reserves. I was lit up. It was great. That was the first. I never drank on planes. That was the first time.
Wait, can I ask you? Do you think that there's any job in the entire world that one could do
Drunk
that could justify them being under the influence of any kind of substance on the job?
One job?
Yeah, like any job. Is there any job at all that you think, yeah, if I did your job, I would be doing that too?
Oh, President of the United States. I think you can do any job drunk. That does not involve driving.
Oh, I'm asking because I was walking.
Because I'm hammered.
I am hammered right now. I was walking Rad the other day, and I was coming back up on the side entrance to my building. It's located right by the dog run.
Okay.
And so I'm walking up the little alleyway, and one of the overnight security guards is smoking, not cigarettes,
Oh, this is different under the influence.
Yeah. And he's doing it, like right by the dog run, but clearly not in any spot where he would be monitoring. Like they sit inside at the front desk in the lobby. Like
Yeah.
they try to, they keep them there overnight inside in case anyone enters unauthorized. And I'm like, hey. And he's like, uh-huh. Like he
You don't
did.
care.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe, if I made like $17 an hour, I would be doing the same darn thing, working overnight.
Maybe, okay. Maybe not security guard. Maybe that's the one.
And maybe you
Unless
think that's
he
the
might have
one
put his
that-
2 weeks in. He might have a new person next week.
I was thinking this poor kid is like in his 20s and probably works 2 nights a week, like hourly pay, and otherwise just does not give a crap. And for that, I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like driving. You could probably do any job pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
But like security guard,
I don't encourage it.
yeah, like on the same token, security guard, that's the last person I need to be under any kind of influence. Like I need you sharp.
Yeah,
I need you on top of it.
need to distinguish between someone who's here to hurt me and DoorDash.
Correct.
So much DoorDash.
But the DoorDash is
wait.
probably coming for him if he's, got the munchies.
On Halloween, I ordered pizza, which I will never do again.
Oh, it's the biggest day of the year to order a pizza.
I didn't know this. I ordered it. I went to
Yeah.
the place. I was the only one not driving DoorDash.
Yeah,
Like, only one. And I felt weird. Like, I felt they were all looking at me like,
they were.
why doesn't he have a bag? I waited. I ordered it. I waited 40 minutes. I went there. They're like, come back in another 40 minutes. And then I did.
God.
Then when I went back, I had to wait 15 more minutes. And they're like, grab a free dessert. I grabbed a cookie like an idiot. I should have grabbed the whole tiramisu.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I was so upset by it. But that's like their Super Bowl. I like never put that together. But no one wants to cook.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
because they took their kids out after work to go trick-or-treating and nobody had time to worry about dinner unless they put something in the crock pot that morning. So yeah, pizza's the best. Because I mean, come on, it's like the day that kids can eat whatever the heck they want and all the sugar. So you got to even it out by giving them like grease so that they get tired.
One of my favorite things to do is when like the older kids come and they didn't put any effort into it. I try to guess their costume, but like kind of insult them a little bit too. It's like, you know what I have? I'm like dropped out. And I just say like some stuff like that. No, I was messing with some kid. He like walked up with just a Phillies hat on. He's like, "What am I?" I'm like, "Dead October." And he was like, "Good idea." I go, "I know." Stole that from someone at work. She was Dead October, which was.
I would give anybody candy who came to my door just because they put in the effort to walk up and knock. Like,
oh, I gave everybody candy.
yeah, I'm like, if
Nope.
you're celebrating Halloween, I don't care who you are, what age, if you're dressed or not.
So what we decided is that the sugary candy is the most popular one.
Oh, definitely.
Airhead Extremes, what an amazing candy. Holy
Yeah.
crap. And we give that king size bars, and the boys are more likely to take 2 without asking than the girls. That's what I derived out of
Oh,
this.
totally. Girls are way more polite.
I know. I was like, they're like 13-year-old girls come up. I'm like, why are they so nice? I thought they were going to
Yeah.
And then I go to my buddy's house who has a 13-year-old, and like her friends come over, and I go, oh, these girls will ruin me if I make them mad.
Yeah. Well, that's different. They know you.
I'm like, I'm scared. Like, I'll trade insults to anybody, but not teenage girls, because they
No.
will end your life.
They will murder you.
They will
Familiarity,
make you
though.
they'll make you a friendship bracelet that says "Watch your back," and they give it to you.
Sleep with one eye open.
Yeah, well, it'll look nice, and then you'll put it on and be like, "They're gonna kill me." That's it.
Did you watch Nobody Wants This yet?
No, but I started watching Louder Milk, so that's
Oh,
pretty good.
that one's good too. I watched that.
No, what did I watch? I watched the Menendez. I watched Kevin
Oh,
Can F Himself, which is so good. Got canceled.
Oh.
But I didn't know. I haven't watched Nobody Wants That. Nobody Wants
Nobody
Us.
wants this.
Is it good or is it like you good?
Oh.
Would I like it?
I don't know. Everyone in my life kept telling me how good it was, so I finally watched it and I was like, you're right, it's good.
All right, let me see what it's about.
Hot
Who's it?
Rabbi.
Oh, well, They should have named it Hot Rabbi. If it was named Hot Rabbi, I would be 100% watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam Brody, Kristen Bell's in it. All right, we're good. I'll probably watch it just because I.
And the girl
it's about a sex podcaster and a rabbi.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's so good.
I think we ran out of ideas.
No, it's so good. It's so good. And the girl who plays her sister was in Succession as like the like wife of the one brother who's like disowned. Did you see Succession?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh man, that one's good too.
Do you think on the Netflix meeting when they're like, what could the titles be? Someone said Hot Rabbi?
I don't know.
Sexy Rabbi. I would watch a show that was called Sexy Rabbi.
They refer to him as that like all the time.
Oh, in the show they call him Hot Rabbi?
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah. I think you're gonna like it. It might be like not like I don't know what the word is. I'm at a loss for words today. It might not be as like controversial enough for you because it's like a good show about a healthy relationship.
Why the hell would you want to watch that?
Because it's funny. Because Kristen Bell's funny. Adam Brody's really funny. And all the other characters are hilarious. Like they did a really good job casting it. And you see like the inner workings of a really Jewish family, which is hilarious.
Does anybody die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. No, I watch them. I need something to keep me on my toes. Looming death.
Oh gosh.
Call it Sexy Rabbi.
It's just so good. I rewatched it with Jacob. That's how good it is.
All right, it can't be that good. There's no way you're rewatching it.
It is. I rewatched the whole thing in a 2 weeks time frame.
Oh, I went to a restaurant the other day and it said adult chicken nuggets on their menu instead of boneless wings. And then I got them expecting boneless wings, and they were basically adult chicken nuggets. So there is a difference.
Oh my God. Chicken
and I love them both. And if you were like, if you don't eat the bones, you're an idiot. And I go, you have no joy in your life. Stay home.
I DoorDashed 40 chicken nuggets last weekend when my friend was here.
I think you need to go to therapy.
Like we came in.
Were they saucy nugs from Wendy's?
No.
Damn it.
McDonald's. We came in from being out, and just one of those nights. We haven't seen each other in a really long time, and it was like a couple too many drinks. And I DoorDashed 40 McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Was that 220s or do you order 40? Like do you order in 220s?
220s.
And that's
220s and a large fry.
I like how that's the compromise. Like, let's not get 2 fries. Let's just get a large fry with 4. Did you finish the chicken nuggets?
Oh, we did.
That's gross. That's so gross.
The next morning, she was like, "You're a rock star. That is the best thing that you've ever done."
But did you feel okay in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
It's because of the sodium.
Yeah.
Because the amount of sodium you ingested was enough for...
Canceled out the alcohol.
The entire Duggar family. That was the sodium for all of them. You ingested it.
I don't practice that often, but when I do.
Do you think DoorDash people judge when they start delivering food?
Totally.
Like if it was just you getting 40 chicken nuggets, that guy's like, I should call the cops.
It was 12:45 and I met him at the elevator and he was like, okay.
Maybe not in Nashville, but like if that was 11 a.m., he's probably like, yeah, I'm calling like adult welfare services or something.
That would be a problem.
Like this woman.
Like now. If it were like now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, can I get 40 chicken nuggets? Like, we're going to call the police. We're going to stop.
Ma'am, blink twice if you're okay.
I think if you order 40 chicken nuggets at 11 a.m., they should probably dose you with Valium in them. Just to calm you down. Drug me, Ronald. Okay, that was a good spot to end.
Yeah, that's a good place to call it quits.
Also, because my contact's going to fall out of my face. I got to stay in.
All right. Bye, mayonnaise.